Let's bring in our political panel. New South Wales Liberal Senator Hollie Hughes is in our studio, and former Labor Minister from Victoria, Stephen Conroy, is in our Melbourne studio. Stephen Conroy, let me start with you. Does this election have the potential to become Labor's in a landslide? There's some palpable dislike for the PM out there, right?
Look, I think you're right. There is genuine increasing anger and frustration with the Prime Minister. Whether that could turn into a landslide, I don't think you could say that right now. I mean, usually when you've got someone who's very unpopular, you don't tend to put them right out front every single day. But the PM wants 6 weeks to be in front of everybody every single day. It reminds me of a movie in the late 60s, early 70s called The Rise and Rise of Peter Rimmer. Aficionados should look that one up.
You think this could be fatal for the PM?
Well, I think if you're unpopular and considered untrustworthy, a longer campaign means you're in their face longer. I mean, you've just got to look at Katie Allen. I mean, she said this, I think, yesterday or the day before in an interview in the Nine papers. She said, yes, there's a problem with the PM. He's unpopular. I'm more popular than he is in my electorate. That's a Liberal MP on the ground 24 hours ago. And Morrison himself said to the camera today, this isn't a popularity contest. So he knows he's unpopular. His candidates are openly, and MPs are openly saying he's unpopular. But at this stage, I don't think he can say that. I can't see a result like that at this point. Okay. But there's a long way to go in this election.
There sure is. Hollie Hughes, tell me, there are two ways to vote. You can vote in a presidential fashion by saying, this is the leader that I want to run the country and vote accordingly. Or you can vote for the team, the party that you think has the runs on the board to get you over the line in terms of the troubles and challenges we have in the years ahead. How should the electorate vote?
Well, fundamentally, we have a Westminster system for a start, so it's not a presidential campaign.
No.
And we need to be clear because we don't want voters thinking they're going in and going to see Anthony Albanese or Scott Morrison's name on their ballot paper. They're not. They're going to see their local candidate. Now, when they go in Shortland, they're going to see Pat Conroy, who wants to shut down industry in the seat of Shortland, or Neil McGill, who's an absolutely fantastic local candidate, who's going to make a great contribution in a future Morrison government. So they need to vote for their local candidate. They need to vote for the person in their seat who's going to best represent and fight for them, but who is also going to make a contribution as part of that government going forward. So if you want a Liberal national government, you vote for the Liberal national candidate. If you want Albanese and the Greens, you want Albanese and Bandt running this show, then that's who you go in and vote for.